welcome to my channel. My name is Alyssa. Today I have for you a new box to me, and this is every plate. So in the past, if you see my videos, I've done some HelloFresh, and I'm kind of taking a break from them, but I saw somebody else do this video on every plate, and they are super affordable. So there are different links you could use out there. If I have a link, I will post it down below. I just went to their website, and I think my first 3 bundles of 3 meals came to like $28 each or something. So super cheap. So there should be 3 meals in here, and I paid $28, which is crazy. So it is very similar to all of those ones out here. You get your recipe cards, step by step. Anyway, I know when I take this box up to move it over here, it is wet on the bottom. So fingers crossed, everything is fine. It does come packed like this. So the first thing here is a box. So this is a little bit unique. It looks like everything is just thrown in there. So it looks like everything is just thrown in. So, you know, I'm interested in trying this because it's so cheap. But I think with that sort of lower price, in HelloFresh, you got everything in a little bag, all ready to go, meal by meal. And so I kind of value that. I am back to work starting today. I'm a teacher. We're back in, so I'll be working every day. So I like these meal kits because I don't have to think about it. So already that's one thing that's not a huge deal, but it would have been nice for these to all be separated. Now I kind of have to think about it, separating all the 3 different recipes out. So then it looks like the meat is separated, totally still cold. This is fully melted. So then we have our meat. Again, this is separate. So the 3 recipes I have, we have caramelized onion burgers. I think somehow I ended up filming my burgers for HelloFresh, so that's why I picked a burger, just so I have a kind of direct comparison. I will try not to film that one for you guys, because you probably tired of seeing me make burgers. I have a Tuscan herb chicken linguine and a Vietnamese steak bowl. So it's very similar to the other ones. There are several choices to choose from, and there are upgrades available. The upgrades are more reasonably priced, $2.99 or $3.99 extra per serving. So I will leave a clip probably at the very end of this, maybe right after this before I cook for you, and kind of walk you through the website and choices and give you more money, how much exactly this costs. So if you want that breakdown, stay tuned towards the end or the middle. Serving prices go down the more you get. So you could get 2 meals a week, 3 meals a week, or I think up to 4 meals a week. And the price goes down as far as when servings and things go up. So I am excited to try this. Again, not so impressed. Everything's just in a big box, but it is so much cheaper that I think, willing to overlook that at the moment, and we will see how it goes. So I will say, now that I'm looking through this onion is mushy in a way and has seen possibly better days. It's an onion. As long as it still works when I cook with it, it's okay. So this looks like a free sample, which is interesting. I've never seen that before. My daughter loves kiwi, so she will definitely eat that. We have Parmesan cheese, a little thing of rice. We have the linguine. All the other vegetables and fruit look good. The carrots look good. There's like a English cucumber. So all of that looks good. The onion's the only one that's kind of iffy, but you know, it's an onion. It's gonna work out. So next time you see me, I will be cooking, and I will see you soon. Alright, so I am back, and we are going to make dinner, and I am doing the Tuscan chicken, and I know earlier I was complaining that I had to sort these out. I mean, it literally took 2 seconds, so I think I was just whining, but it is definitely a difference. I will say the other difference is these cards are smaller, which again is just complaining for really no reason. The HelloFresh are bigger, and I guess my 41-year-old eyes like it better to be bigger, but that's not really a big deal. Again, it's just complaining to complain, I suppose. So let's get started on this. I already have a pot of water boiling over there, and then all the ingredients are down here. This is a fairly simple recipe, which I can say I appreciate. So at least the recipes I picked from the other one, I felt so tired when I was done, so many dishes. So as long as the flavor is still here, I appreciate that it's a little simpler. So anyway, it is, let's see, we're talking about getting a bowl for the chicken. Alright, so it is going to have us prep some stuff, but it's going to have us put the chicken in a bowl, and then we're going to mix all of like the seasonings on top so it can kind of marinate a little bit while the water, oh, it's already shredded. Okay, now that is actually really nice. So it says strips. In the past, I've had to, I feel like you either can see the food or you can see me. So I actually like it. It says strips. I was anticipating to have to cut it up. That saves time. In the other subscriptions, we had to, or I think I had to like cut the meat. I like that. I'm happy about that. Alright, so we need lemon zest. I think I needed to kind of rearrange, so I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back again. So it has us having the lemon, and it wants us to zest the lemon. I wonder where it's going to have us put that. Anyway, so I have my little doodad here. And so we will zest the lemon. So far I am appreciating the ease of this. I mean, I really feel like that's microscopic. I don't know. Anywho, alright. So for our chicken, it is asking us to drizzle with olive oil. We also got this Tuscan heat spice. I really hope it's not that hot. I am not into spicy, but it does have red pepper. So I am a little worried about that. I never know what to do. Anyway. So it says put half of this on the chicken. So I am just sprinkling it in. It is asking to salt and pepper. And see the others, it tells you what you need to bring, and I did not see the salt. So add some salt in. Gonna mix those up. Okay, and it also wants garlic. I would definitely be interested if you guys have any good ways of doing garlic. Getting them out, whatever. I do use this guy. It feels like it wastes quite a bit of the garlic, but once I get this guy out, is there an easy way of peeling all the like paper part off? Like when you peel an onion, it's super easy, but I feel like this is very hard. I've been just cutting it, and then I try to peel it, and it doesn't really peel. So I would be definitely interested on tricks and tips on that. So I just put it down here, and then I move this, and it gets it all nice up there, and then I just knock it off into the bowl with the chicken. So again, it comes up. Let's see. I feel like somehow the bigger card makes it easier to read, but I really feel like that's just me being me. All right, I think we had to do 2 cloves of garlic, so let's get the second one going. Again, I would love I keep wanting to say tips. I don't want tips. Tips on how to do that in a easier fashion. And then the last one. I feel like you don't get that much garlic for that. But anyway. So then you basically just mix that up and let it marinate. I am really super excited that that chicken was already cut. And next we're moving on. So we've done the first 2 steps and now we're moving on to the pan. So I will be back. So next up, it has us charring a lemon. I have never done that. It does not have us putting any oil or anything in the pan. So we will see. I have never done this. It is kind of, let's see, showing it like this. It says, while the pasta cooks, heat large pan over medium heat, add lemon halves, cut side down, and char 3 or 4 minutes. So we will see how this goes. I have not done that before. I don't know the purpose. So we will see. Because I don't think it says anywhere to squeeze the lemon. So I feel like the lemon's going to be a garnish. So I'm not sure that this just adds flavor to the bottom of the pan. Not quite sure what is happening there. So I'll be back. All right, next up it says to add a little bit of olive oil and then to cook the chicken. I am really excited the chicken was already cut. That makes it really easy. All right, next up, we are to add some garlic, tomatoes, and 2 tablespoons of butter. The garlic is already put on top here, so I will just slide that in. I think I maybe probably should have not have added the butter. That's my one thing with some of these recipes. There's lots of butter, lots of olive oil, so I think that takes the fat content up. So I think maybe I probably next time maybe wouldn't have added so much butter, but I'm sure there's a purpose to it, make it creamier, etc. And so then they have us letting that cook for a little bit. And then it says to add the remaining Tuscan spice. So I'm going to add the remaining Tuscan spice in. I'm really hoping that's not too hot. And again, stir, cook. It's talking about salt and pepper. I kind of wonder if we really need that much salt and pepper with the other spices, but let's throw them in for good measure. I can tell you, I really wish they'd invent smell-o-vision. This smells really good. So next up, it is saying whisk the cream cheese, half the reserved pasta cooking water, and half the Parmesan into the pan until the cheese melts. So my pasta is still cooking. So this is where we're gonna, I guess, wing it and put just a little bit of that pan water in. So let's see about that. I find that interesting that we're putting the pan water in. That would really not occur to me. It's asking for about half the cheese. I would say more than half the cheese went in. And it is asking for the cream cheese. I will say, I feel like at times I take liberties with these recipes. But so far, they have all come out really good. So I can't overall complain. I think it's fun to try new things. Like, this is not something that if I was like searching up recipes, I am not sure I would ever pick up. So I do like trying new things. It says to add lemon zest. When I did the lemon zest earlier, I felt like none came off. So let's try that again. I don't think I was using the right one. Still not quite sure what we're supposed to do with these lemons. Maybe we're supposed to put it in the mixture and let it cook. So it's saying to whisk that. I am just going to stir it. Yeah, and it basically just says serve with the lemon, you know, thing on the side. So I feel like the lemon's almost a waste. I think I'm actually probably going to squeeze in the extra lemon into the sauce and maybe throw the lemons in to cook with it just a little bit. But this is basically our sauce, and then we will plate it. All right, here it is plated. As you can see, there are 2 good sized plates. We could have even put this into 3s probably. It looks really good. I will say that maybe a little more tomato or something green in there, I think for me would have made it a little more appetizing. But this looks really good. From the lick I took of the spoon, it tastes really good. But after we eat it, I will come back with my final thoughts. All right, so I'm filming this the 3rd time in a row. But anyway, really enjoyed tonight's meal. We had Tuscan herb chicken linguine. I was worried that it was going to be a little too spicy, but it was just the right amount of the slightest kick. So the first 3 weeks, we were getting 20% off. And so our total came for $28 each week, which is a great deal for 3 meals. So your discount comes for 3 weeks. If I have a code, I'll leave it below, but you can find many codes. And also every plate, if you just go to their website, automatically has a kind of a code for you already. But you have, one of the benefits here is that you can see many weeks in advance and choose your meals, which I like. Whereas that wasn't always the case with HelloFresh. I love the price. So far, I liked my first meal, and the price really is key because this is something I want to keep doing for quite a bit of time. Now that I'm back teaching, it's just easier to have meals delivered. I don't have to think about it. They're tasty. They're something different. And so I like that this is significantly cheaper. Also, I had said earlier that this one has sort of like more supreme things that you can pay a little bit extra for. Those things are a lot cheaper than the upcharges HelloFresh had. They had $5.99 and $7.99 charges extra per serving. Whereas this, you can see what I picked for next week has a 49-cent per serving surcharge. You can also see some of the other items that you could pick from. They have lots of different choices. And I was trying to find one that had, here's one that is $5.99 for the serving, but that's salmon. There was another one for $3.99. Here's a $3.91 one. So I really am liking this. And so if you click to edit meals, full price, $38.93, which I think is a really good deal. And it's, I think, about $22 cheaper than HelloFresh for the same service. So I really, so far, am happy with this service. So anyway, thank you so much for watching.